Hello everyone, Sam is here from CreativeTradingSystem.com, making this video as a daily update and market recap. Now, whatever you can say. So, looking for new setups. That's the bottom line, right? So, okay, so let's get started here. Let me show you first gold, right? So, I made a couple of charts after we went up to this high for wave three. I was expecting a little bit more, but we started up. Remember in the last video I made yesterday that if somewhere there we supposed to drop for wave four, and we did. Now, to me, right now this was only wave A because look at this wave, the size and the time is less than this. So this is wave two. Wave two cannot be bigger than wave four, right? So this could be, I said that maybe it's the first leg A of wave four. It could make like A, B, C correction. What way, time will tell, but this could be A. And then I said, we're going to go up for B. This is the chart when I made this, right? So we were here, not all the way up, right? So I said, well, it's going to go up more and then come down maybe to make that like a bottom, double bottom kind of thing, and then go up for wave five. So it went up nice and clean, as I said, and then now it's dropping. You can see here uh, this is, see, they went up there and then now this black candle coming down nice and clean. So if continue, then I think that it's going to go outside the channel and a little bit more to the downside, maybe making a double top, double bottom here, just above this wave one, and then it's going to make the turn to the upside. So this is my take in gold. The other version, that 1000 box size chart that I usually make, is like this. So this is also like here I have this few fib and all of that this is the 50% going to be here. It already came very close to that, not touching it, but it went up. And now I said, though, it's going to go up and then it's going to come down. So this is what it did. My yellow marks a little off now. I don't know, they move automatically, right? So it was like that. But now they're there. But anyway, I'll check the chart and then I'll fix it. Right. So yeah, so it dropped here and then it went up, and then I think that it's gonna come down here wobbling into this area. That would be wave four. And then we can go to the upside. Now, I may be wrong, and then it may drop here a little bit, and then without coming below this or even to this level, it may just go to the upside from here. Price can do anything, right? So be careful, be aware of that, that if this thing, you can see that it went up to touch the 61% and now coming down, and then see this 23% line here. Be aware of that price may touch that line and then may bounce and then go to the upside. If that happen, and if we make the reversal candle at 23% line, then I will be looking for long from the 200 box size chart immediately. All right. So then we will know exactly that if the price goes up, and then if it wants to go to the upside, then definitely we'll go to the upside above 200 chart EMAs, and then if I get the entry, we will go to the upside right from there without coming down. The second version is that this is a second best. Basically, I think my first scenario is that it's going to come down here and then go to the upside. But this is the second scenario that it's coming down, but it may stop at 23% line and then go to the upside. And then it's going to go to touch the 78% first, and that would be a perfect bearish girdle, but then it will become a failed girdle, and then we'll go continue to the upside to 1.618 maybe. All right, so that would be a crab pattern. So this is how it is. Right. So if you learn a little bit of harmonic pattern, you understand that every step of the way it is making some kind of pattern, some cooking, some kind of calculation is happening. So if you are aware of that calculation, you are like ready for a turn anywhere from anywhere it happens, and then you will know exactly what is happening. And then the idea is of all this mumbo jumbo, this technical analysis, is to find exact turning points and then be ready for that. Right. So that's how it is. So this is what the gold is doing. Either it's going to come down all the way here or maybe bounce from 23% line. Either way, I'm going to be going for long and waiting for that right now. Right. So these are the 4-hour chart. I'm having this is This version, I'm gonna just cancel this chart, I think. But this is enough. Very good. I've been tracking from here, then it's all the way right to the upside, coming down. I mean, even coming down, my ear took a trade. Um, let me see if I can show you. So, even if, I don't do analysis, but, if I'm expecting, I put the ear there and then, I look the other way, doing something else. And then if there's a setup, then my ear takes the trade. So it was when coming down in wave four. See, this is how it is. It's the first entry was this one. It got knocked out at break even. Then the second one it took and then came down here. That was a sell order right there, right? So yeah, so 145 pip. Right now, if it's good, it's wobbling around, whatever. But now I'm expecting. I took off the that robot and just waiting for the alarm. Then I'll put it on again for long only once the wave four is finished. All right, so that's the idea. Now the gold is finished. Now, yesterday USD news came out a little better, and USD start to bounce. So let's see how USD is doing. But before that, let me go and take you to the yen index, right? And then I just posted something. Those pound yen chart that I posted, the before chart earlier yesterday, a long setup with a long setup, right? So that came down a little bit. It didn't bounce exactly where I said it will bounce, and then it came down a little bit. But then after that, it bounced. Let me see if I can. Well, let me show you first. Oh yeah, no. Okay, this is the chart I just posted as the new setup. But yesterday, let me just pull it because if not, then hard to explain. Okay, so this was the chart that I made from here, right? So it went up a little bit, but then came down, and I made this chart again. Okay, this is enough, and then now from 78% is bouncing. Blue candle is underway, so easily it can go back to 94.74, and you can see exactly. I recorded the chart. It hit this target anyway already, right? And so this is the new chart that I made. That it's a pretty big move, right? So even if it need to go to the upside, then it may drop first, may not, right? So if not, then I'm not interested. But if it may drop here, then that would be a very, very good setup, right? But 23% bounce is a gold mine, like I said, right? Now, yesterday, unfortunately, I couldn't catch any pair trade at all. Even though all of them, because look, this is went up there, from what I said that it's gonna go. Let me show you that, where it is. Okay, here. So this is pound yen, euro yen. It didn't go much, but nice, little move, but nice move. USD yen went up, nice and clean, and then it's a very nice trade. Also on a 7-minute chart, but it went straight up without making a setup. I couldn't get in. This one went up a little bit as well. CAD yen went up a little bit as well, right? Pound yen is the most, and which I said that it's gonna go up, made the chart, but still couldn't find the entry. That happens sometimes. I don't know what reason was yesterday that the yen got weaker that fast, that big, that all pair went up, but without giving me the setup. But right now, I think that this is possible setup that it may. So if it's gonna make a reversal candle, I'll try to go short here to take it here. And then after that, maybe tomorrow, maybe late today in the evening sometimes. Right now it's like 1 a.m., right? So first it's going to come down and then give me a reversal candle and then going up, find a long entry, and then I'll go to the upside again. So I'm tracking this pair and trading this pair nice and clean. Umar did. Umar has a very nice trade. This one went long from here all the way out there. So yeah, that's his. So I'm not showing that chart because that was his, other strategy that he is trying to use. He's trying different strategies, learning different things, trying regular candlestick formation and making ES, expert advisors, and very good one, right? USD yen is made, and then so far that he has put that thing on a forward test. This is probably like a third week now, and that EA has not taken any negative trade at all. and all 7, 8 trades it took so far, and all positive and good positive. So account is like triple already in 3 weeks, so less than 3 weeks, 2 weeks probably. So yes, USD yen EA is doing very well in forward testing. He's got to make a video maybe today, tomorrow, and then post that how it is working, and it will show you the stats, right? Statistics and all the numbers. Also, he made another one which also is doing very good, but he still need to put that thing on the forward test. Back test is very good, but the forward test, the real account accumulation and the numbers, he has to put for Bitcoin. But it is a good one. I saw the numbers and I saw the graph. It's very, very good. But the only thing is that it requires a zero spread account, which I think for either me or him, we all only know that IC Market is the one that offering that kind of account with the zero spread, which is not allowed in USA. That's another problem. The EA is making that it requires something, so it need to have an account with zero spread, right? But otherwise, if you can find one account like that, or if you have IC Market, then you can open that account and use these EA. Very, very good EAs he's making, right? So yeah, and I'm encouraging him because my time is almost over now. I'm old and ready to go, leave this world anytime soon. I'm not a fantasy guy, fantasy guy. Like that yeah, I can stay here for a long time and this and that. No, realistically, yeah, in old age, you have 90% chance of leaving the world anytime without any notice, right? So that's why I want him to learn and train, and by the way, he is making these EAs with the help of AI, different tools, different things that he's using, and it is very easy. Once you learn, it becomes very easy to make any kind of EA on your own, and you can test different EAs and then see, back test and then see how they work, and you can monetize those EA, right? Not monetize it, there's another word that I forgot to have. Um, Anyway, so yeah, so we will talk about that later, right? He'll make the video and explain, right? And then he's making some kind of like preparing to have a class so that he can teach other people and what kind of tools and what kind of AI to use to make these codes and put together the whole EA that will work very easily, quickly. You can make on your own. So it is good to learn, right? So once he's prepared, he's going to announce that when he's going to have that live webinar, like I used to do, right? So he's going to do that, take a class, maybe a couple of hour class, and he will teach and show everything. So that would be a good one for everyone, right? So a lot of people have different strategies, right? You guys have some, on your own, something in your mind that, yeah, if I can do this and if I can do that. But if you learn that technique from AI, these different tools, different apps, and then how you use them to make the codes and how to put together the codes and make the EA that will run on a regular candlestick formation, by the way. Those EAs, if you make them and then a back test, you cannot have the back test, right? If you make in the EA and the Renko. So that's why my like CTS5, CTS6, I can't have back test in there because, it's not the word I was looking for, optimization, right? Not monetization, optimization. So yeah, so those in the MT5 you can do the once you make the EA, you can change different values. You can input different values and then optimize. It does for you, right? And then it gives you the best setting possible and the EA best way it will be running possible running. So very easy to make any EA, any strategy, make it, optimize it, and make it profitable, and then put it on for the test. So he's gonna do that. I'm gonna help him out doing that, setting up the class and all of that. All right. So that would be a good one for you guys. But in the meantime, Yeah, use my thing, right? But like I said, that I'm old. I don't know when I'm gonna go. So learn, right? Uh, okay, so back to this topic here. So pound yen 40 minute. This is the thing that I think it may be from 61. Usually it goes back to 23 before it goes up. If you want to go up, right? Maybe it will drop here and then continue to up to the downside. But first thing first, every time, every step of the way, then we will see what is next, right? So we have these harmonic patterns and this Fibonacci calculation, right? Different mumbo jumbo. What it teaches you that the possible turning points, those are the one that we are looking for. That as soon as the turn happens, you get in, right? Yesterday, I also got in that a very nice pound Aussie, but I went to sleep and without putting the target. I mean, it went up and nice, and then it came back on me. Like this was the move, not a very big move, but yeah, uh, you know, it was bouncing from here. If you pull the fib from, see that? I don't remember. I think I put this chart on the Telegram as well. It was bouncing from this 78%, right? And it went up there, and then when I woke up, it was here. So I said, "What the hell with it?" And I closed it. So that happens, right? So, but if you have the EA, and then if you are paying attention to this, only maybe 4 or 5 pair only, because I have too many pairs, gold and Nasdaq and this and that, right? So I make these mistakes, right? So sometimes forget about the SL, sometimes forget about the target. When I'm going to sleep or I'm going to do something else away from the computer, you must have some kind of, like a final destination thing, like target, right? So this was my target, but I forgot to put it on. So came back. But this is the chart so far now. I think that, I was waiting for 9:30 p.m. today. 9:30 news came out and news came out bad. So I said, okay, good, let's go. And then I made the chart ahead of time that I like to go to the upside, right? So the news came out bad, and I was like happy that okay, I get lucky and get some big trades today. And then what happened? Aussie started to get strong. So what the heck? So sometimes that happens. So I'm just sitting and watching. It's not going down either. It went down a little bit. So I was like confused that it's supposed to go up with the bad news. Now it's coming down and it's bearish right now and stop after a little bit. And maybe it will go up again in the London session, maybe. But what is the reason that it came down? How Aussie dollar can get strong on the back of the bad news? That I don't understand. And that is that's why I got frustrated with this fundy thing and I stopped learning. So, man, they tell you something else, and when you expect that, opposite happen. What the heck? 2 plus 2 should be 4, no? Sometimes 3, sometimes 5. So what is the joke? So I said, okay, forget about that fundamental, and then just pay attention to the technical. So that's why I'm more, much better than fundamental inside, like technical, right? So I make the technical analysis, then I'll stay with that. So right now, this is the setup. As long as we are still stay above this TL, and then the daily open line is right there, so we still have a lot of daily range left because right here you can see average daily range. By the way, this is also see the daily range indicated my old one. Umar, fixed it and then took all the unnecessary things out of there, and then I have only 3 lines there. You see, average 60-day range yesterday and today. That's it, right? So if any one of you want this one, that just send me an email, then I'll give it to you. It makes sense a little bit better, and it's clean, right? It doesn't take space on the chart. So daily average daily range of this pair is 190, right? You can see here. And yesterday it did 124, and today is only 68. So a lot is already there. So if we start to go to the upside, you still have a shot at more than 100 pip trade easy, right? So the low, let's say for example, if it goes to the upside, this is the low then, right? So 190, where 190 is gonna come, probably right here, right? To this level is 200, 209. So let's say a little bit below this level. But usually what happens is that if there's a level there around daily range, the price either up more or less of the daily range, the price goes to the level. So this level is coming in, as a target. But for example, if you make an entry from here and then even it take you here, excuse me, let's say from here, make some kind of entry and from the 7 minute chart, and then to this level, it is still 100. And if it goes there, you have 150, 60 pip trade, right? So this is the opportunity. We still have it, right? So somehow I think that people, maybe Asian people couldn't understand the news, I guess. I don't know. The news came out bad. It was zero point 0.6. They were expecting 0.4, it came out 0.2, right? So GDP is going lower is a bad for currency. So, but then Aussie got stronger. But then maybe the London people will fix it again and then make it weaker and then it might go up, right? Or maybe I'm missing something, I don't know. But I'm still expecting a long and not short. So let's see what happens. Yeah, it's going to the upside. Probably soon is going to make post a reversal candle, and then after that, if I get the 7 minute entry, definitely I'll take that. Right. So the first target is this. Second target is this for tonight. Later on, we will see what happens. Right. Similarly, pound Aussie, I'm expecting from here it went up there, came down, and then it's wobbled like a small wave one, ABC two, and then 3, 4, 5 to the upside. That can happen, right? So these two pair look for the upside because the fundy earlier came out in favor of the up move, right? The bullish move. So this is what it is. Now we will go back to what we were looking was in this yen index, right? So this is what happened. Yen index 33-minute chart, but in fact, let's take a look at the weekly chart. So this is what the weekly chart is. I was expecting that maybe this thing is gonna drop here, but for some reason, it was coming down until China and USA that the trade war, bad blood started again, and this thing started to go to the upside again, make the direction change already. So we are sitting below this number here, 69.61, and you can see 69.41. And if you can stay above this and then still going to the upside, then we are going more to the upside. And that's where the problem is. And I don't know how, maybe I already missed all the yen move yesterday. And probably I'm going to miss it today because I'm not interested in going long from here. Right. So if it comes down here, then we'll go. Right. So let's take a look at this on a 33-minute chart, how the index look like. Right. So this is the index. The last move down, big move, and then you can see that it went up and 61%. Then it dropped here to 38, 23%, and bouncing. That is dangerous, and that's telling me that it may go up to 78% here. Right. Usually do that. So now that is not in my favor. So if, let's say, I'm gonna look at the other way, other scenario is that if you look this way and then you see that it is 61% here and bounce, and the 23% line is coming to 69.61 exactly, which is a little short from current price, right? A little above. The current price is a little short than that. 79.61 is a little bit above than the current price. So we may go up a little bit there, right? And may drop from there. 61.23, and then we can come down here to 78 is also coming exactly at this level here, which is 68.92. So this could be a very good scenario for me. So if we go up a little bit here, and then now after that, it's going to drop here, and that's where the yen pair is going to drop, and that's what I want. And basically, so let's see if that happened, then what will happen? If that happened, right? That is the scenario that I'm looking for. So if that happened, then this will play out. And then this thing start to come down here. It's making like a double top here. It's a lot of ranging, right? So that's why you don't see me, any trade from me in the last week. Euro yen, I just left it because of this. It's scary. USD yen nicely went up right? And with that yen index going up a little bit, this can go and hit this 44.44 area. So after that, if you draw the fib from the top to see that how much retrace it did, right? So you will notice that this is around 50%. We already at 50%. 61% is up there. But if 50% of this number, 44.44, hold, then we have a very good shot at the downside, right? So right there. So with pound yen dropping, then USD yen also can drop. Then let's say Aussie yen, and we can see that there is like a kind of small ABC pattern, right? Wave one and two kind of thing. Now let me show you first from here to here. What do we see? That this thing is 50%, right? Now from 50, usually it bounced from 23% line and then go to 88 for a bad pattern, right? That's one combination of these levels. But instead of 23% line, it dropped a little more. Next level, 11.4. Then it went up, back testing backside of the steel and then dropping again to 11.4. What it tells me that, it's the downside pressure is too much. It's already more than 23% line and twice already. Now it's going back up, but the momentum already lost, right? We lost the momentum. So maybe it is getting ready for the downside. So if we look at this scenario from here to here, the small scenario, and you can see here that this is again 50%, then it came down and then it went up. So basically, forget about, there is no official pattern, right? So it is right now at 61%, right? So this also has a tendency, maybe a good chance of going down. Let me remove this because it's very small and unnecessary. So maybe if it goes up a little bit more and hit the TL, and then it can drop with USD yen and pound yen dropping, right? And it will be because of the weakness in yen index. So now, similarly, CAD yen, you can see here, again, same thing. Not too far from this TL, and it is at the level 105.03, and again making some kind of same thing like Aussie yen. So this was a fib here. It went up to 78%, dropped to 38, went up but couldn't go up, and then drop again one more time, and then it's going to the upside, but it's there. So now again, like I said, that we did this twice already here, touching the 38%, going up but not too far. And if all the yen pair gonna drop, then again it's not gonna go up, and then it's gonna drop. Right? This is how the price changes the direction from bullish to bearish or bearish to bullish. So otherwise, this is like, it should be like 78, 38, and then 127 straight up. But instead of going straight to the upside, it went up here and then drop again and then going up, but not going up. Also it's getting stuck here. That means that upside, having like struggling, and we may drop, right? So I'm expecting a drop here as well if yen index start to get strong, right, or drop. That's the main thing. So this is what I'm looking at, that if we can stay here 23% line and this, excuse me, this level 69.61. Okay. And this is the high, right? So let's see if this thing is gonna play out like that, the way I'm thinking. A little bit bigger chart here, So instead of this one, let's move this here to here, then here, and then 61%, 23%. Oh no, I'm really looking at that. That's scary, man. That I don't want to see that. That way it's opposite of my liking. So now this one is 61, 23, and then it can drop here. That's if it's gonna drop, right? There is a level there, 61.41. What was the level on the other chart? There was something. 69.61, right? 69.61. 69.61. Okay, 69.61 right there, right there, right? So this is the level. Let me see if I was high or low. What was that? Weekly low, right? So 69.41, and then this is 69.61. So let's see if we can touch the 69.61 and then stay below and then start to drop. So if you have a reversal candle here, all yen pay gonna go down. And then we saw all of them one by one, right? Now let's go take a look at the US dollar index. Gold we already saw. USD, gold coming down for wave 4. Nice and clean. But I'm not interested going short now. Now, with the good news yesterday, it's supposed to come down a little bit more and then touch the TL for once. But again, the news came out a little bit better than expected, and it got stayed there. In fact, it went up a little bit, right? You can see here the 40-minute chart. You can see this, it bounced from 0624, this level, and then actually went up. But basically, if you look at it, the 40-minute chart is just making a little, again, one more short setup. So when the London session comes in, and then maybe early tomorrow, maybe there is a new schedule and come out bad, and this thing is gonna drop. Or maybe Trump is gonna come out in the morning and start waving his magic wand, and then maybe do something to make it go down again, right? So I'm still, in favor of going all the way to this target here. And we need some little bit more weakness, a little bit of more bad news or something, right, for USD. So you can come down here. It can come down here, and then from here bouncing and then going easily back to this level, or maybe all the way to this level. That is not a problem then. But let's see, if we can finish this job here of touching the 61% and the TL, and then go to the upside, right? So if let's see on the back of this, we will see that what is happening in pound yen and euro. Pound USD and euro USD. So pound USD is like this, right? So pull the fib from this last low. So we have touched the 78%, and we just started come down, but the volume went up, and we are stuck there. And in between this had 35.71, and then 35.02 is a big, huge level, right? That was my target for years, and finally we got it. So we are there, and then maybe we're gonna drop from there. Time will tell, right? But I like to see, it's all depend on the USD. So what kind of news we're gonna get, and what direction is gonna go. But if you pull the fib from here to here, so we came 78, and then we went up to 23% line and dropping. So 78 to 38 or 23, and then come down to what? 127. So this is the area that we can come down here. And that would be because of what? Because of either pound weakness or USD strength. So USD, like I said, that today, yesterday evening, the news came out. I think it's in the morning, and it was a little bit better than expected, and it started to get strong and a little bit. So let's see if it gets strong, or if we get a little bit more good news, then USD will get strong, and then it will definitely come down. So this is a pattern that can play out. 78, 23, 127 right here. And 161 is exactly coming to this area anyway. 32.66. But first thing first, if we stay below, if we go below 32.02, then look for this 27 area for the target. Or this is the high here, right? And maybe more. Time will tell, right? So I'm gonna make this chart and then post on the Telegram, maybe, right? So Euro USD, let's take a look at that. It is already coming down. So if USD gets strong, then it will come down a little bit faster. If you pull the fib from all the way here to there, from top to bottom, then you can see that the first pull is almost 61%. Then we dropped back to 23% line. Then we went up to not touching exactly, but very close to 78%. And that is the calculation for a Gertley pattern, right? So that means that we had a nice Gertley and it started to play out. No volume, so it's slow, very dead slow. But in the London session, when USD gets strong a little bit, then pound USD and Euro USD both probably have a potential. I can see it. You can see it that there's a potential there that they're gonna drop, and respectively, you can see that if you draw a TL from here to here, or these one of these level would be the target for Euro USD, as well as we just saw the pound USD that will be coming down as well, right? So USD in that way, our USD yen will have a very good chance of not dropping at all, right? So USD get strong, this will, and then yen get strong, that it will stay here. So let's see what happens. Right? So in that scenario, USD yen is always a tricky pair, right? So you have to see both currencies, which one is getting stronger, which one is getting weaker. Now, if USD getting strong, then USD CAD has a chance to go to the upside. So do we have a scenario for that bullish scenario? So we see that yes, we do have a bullish scenario. My chart was that it's going to come down here to this level. So we already did. We have a reversal candle and a couple of blue candles already, right? So with the help of USD strength, if it shows up, can we go to the upside? Yeah, right. So it already posted one blue candle. The second is underway. So if it is going to go to the upside, let's say in London session, then look for long if you find an entry on the 7-minute chart, right? So I probably will stay away from this pair this week and pay attention to gold and other yen pairs and Euro Aussie Pound Aussie, basically, right? So I want to see that maybe in London, Euro Aussie Pound Aussie will come back and then start to go up again in the direction of the news, the proper way, right? Then only then I'm going to trade them. If they drop, then what the hell with them? I'll go someplace else, right? So this is how it is. And what else? So I'm going to close this video and then send out and then post a couple of more charts on the Telegram and then go to sleep. Then I'll come back later on after taking maybe an hour or so nap. All right. So bye for now and talk to you guys later soon. And watch the video and prepare for the good setups. By the way, I'm going to make another a video, a proper video explaining my monthly subscription with including the CTS6 robot in there that takes the open the EA and the place, because I get a lot of emails which shows the confusion, right? Because I used to give out the alarm version with the monthly subscription. So a lot of people don't know the difference between the alarm version and the robot. The robot is the one that opens the trade. It's completely automated, and but we just cannot leave that thing on the chart for 24 hours, 24/7, right? You have to put that on the chart specifically after you have some kind of a setup on a 40-minute chart. For example, a strong level saying that, okay, pound yen is going to drop. And even if it goes, I don't want that long, right? So what we do is that we put that EA here, making it short only. That's it. So, and then the easy part is that you can then leave, right? You don't have to watch the chart and you don't have to be in front of the computer. You set up you put the EA there, the robot, you set the stop loss. In my case, the last low, and which is always on a 20-minute chart, it's 25. And then, if it's a 7-minute chart entry, so either 15 or 20 max, the SL. So that's if it goes back against you, then the max you lose is 25 pip, right? But if you have a good entry and if it goes in your direction, then what I do is that I look for the daily range, and then we take it from there. Then how much is the daily range? How much it's yesterday? This pound yen, it traveled almost 205, right? The daily range is 182 something. And so far today, it has done only 67. So it has to go somewhere, right? So as soon as it start to make the move, then we have to make the move and then catch that in right direction, right? And that's it. That's the name of the game. So let's see what happens. All right, so I'm gonna make that video and then I'll send it to you guys as well. So many of you are not subscriber and don't have the EA, so you can use it. That EA. Oh, the point was that robot, not the alarm version. I added the robot on the like a rental basis on in the monthly subscription, right? So you can have it, you can use it as a monthly subscription. But if when the subscription is gonna close, then it's not gonna work. That's kind of thing, right? Oh. So that would be very easy for a lot of people that cannot afford six, $700 right? The price of the year. So just get the $77 a month monthly subscription, and then be able to use that robot the way I'm showing you. Then you get my chart 40-minute chart setups, and then put that EA and then go to sleep. Put the target if you like, but most of the time I leave it alone. Sometimes I get burned, but sometimes, most of the time, I catch the big trades, right? So, and this is how it's very good. I'm encouraging everyone, and to get that on a monthly basis, monthly subscription, and get a hold of that robot, and then life becomes very easy, right? And if you want the regular one, then you just buy it from Omer USD. And that is the problem that those for now the one he made, it works only in USD. And if you use it in any other pair, then it's not doing that good. Right? So Bitcoin one is just only for Bitcoin. That's how it is. But this CTS6, the Renko chart, this whole system, that CTS6 is just like anything you open, anything you can have on MT4, you can open your Renko charts and you can use that. But it is like 80% automatic, but then 20% manual use, right? So you must know the direction and the time that, yes, it's a very nice setup and it's going to make the turn and then go down. So put it on that chart only and make it short only, and then look for some other setups. When you have a setup on a 40-minute chart and the possible direction, then you use that EA or the robot in the volume time, and that's it. All right. So this is it for now. Anyway, I'm going to make a video and I'll explain every single thing in detail. All right. So bye for now and talk to you guys soon.